Alright, we're going to start on a new project here. These are some 103 what's this thing, a Dyna Glide head, cop bike. It's supposed to have more compression. They got compression releases in them like the 110 motors do, but other than that they're stock ports. Dinky ports in them. This one obviously is burning a lot of oil. Put a little light on here. This is the ones I showed the cylinders being honed earlier in a different video. Really out around, like 15 thousandths out around. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and port these out. Obviously do a valve job. I'm going to put oversized valves in there. These are kibble white black diamond valves. So these are 1.900. So these are almost 100th overstock. And these are 1/630, which is 16th overstock. So we'll go ahead and cut this out and put these in there so you can see how much it's going to fill that up. So we're going to build a low mid-range motor and a low end and a mid-range motor, not a mid-top. So this guy's wants low end power, a lot of mid-range. He wants top end too, but we'll sacrifice a little bit of top to try to build up more downstairs. So anyway, you can see how much oil is in this thing. It's just using a lot of oil. So pretty crusty. So I'm going to take these all apart, clean them all up, and we'll show you how we start to clean these things up and make them go fast. Okay, I got these heads cleaned up here. Got the oil and stuff off of them. So the first thing I want to do before I take them apart is I want to go ahead and scribe the ports here. This still has the stock intake nipples and rubbers in here. They were never taken off, so they're in the spot where they were running. So it gives you a good place for port matching. So just take a scribe here and you go ahead and mark it. This gives you a nice initial place to cut to as a maximum limit. You gotta remember, you got to add the thickness of the intake manifold in this. You can't just pour it to this line. So it gives you something to work from. So we scribe that one. And on exhaust, we got the exhaust gasket. Do the same thing. Let's put some light over here, might help. Same thing, just scribe the line. Now this one you can pour it to the gasket if you want to. I usually don't go all the way to the gasket because the gaskets usually squish out a little bit. These are the early style thin ones, not the late style tapered ones that you have nowadays. Okay, so we got that all marked. I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning this stuff up. So I want to get the gasket off of here. So take your gasket scraper. Do not use one of those stupid ass wiggle sanding buffing piece of crap that screws up your head. Get a standard sharp edge gasket scraper. And this here is a special carbide one, which will takes everything right off, right down to the bare aluminum there. This one will cut the carbon off. Regular scrapers don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and blast this anyway, so I just want to get it cleaned up a little bit. Make sure there's no issues with anything. That's pretty good. I'll pull these gaskets out now. Wipe off the excess oil that didn't come out. Dirty rag for that. Alright. I'll go ahead and leave this port flange on here for now. I'll try to blast them around without hitting it. So I'm going to take the valves out, look at those. Get all cleaned up. Here's your old gasket. I usually just toss them. I'm going to go ahead and clean this one up and then we'll come back and look at it. Alright, this is my valve spring compressor here, air operated, super heavy duty. Go ahead and pop these apart. Get your conical valve springs here. Pull your valves out and take a look at them. See the carbon buildup on these. These are late heads. These are 06, 07 heads, so they're got the 7mm valve stems on them and the conical springs. The older ones had the Evo style stuff, which is 5/16 and straight double springs. Not sure what year bike these are off of, but somewhere in the 07, 06 area. It had a bunch of miles on it. You can say like 60,000 on it or something. Not sure. All right, nothing broken so far. It's always a good sign. Lots of wear, but nothing super serious. So we're going to put heavy duty oversized stuff in here, so it doesn't matter, but you do have to reuse the valve keepers though. Not too bad of a build-up. So there's what they look like, all apart. So we're going to go ahead and open all this stuff up. You can see how the porting is in here. So once I get these all cleaned up, then we'll get all this carbon off here. You can see the heads of what they look like a lot better. So just one more stage of doing a valve job. Gotta take all this stuff apart, strip it, and look at it, see what's wrong with it. So that's where we're at now. So I'll get these blasted up and we'll get back to it tomorrow.